Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you've been well. A lot has happened in the house. We're still obviously in an active construction zone here, but I've been on a mission. I've been on a warpath to get this thing finished. It is April. I'm hoping to have it done by the end of the month. It may not look like it, but it may. It may to some of you look like it'll be done by the end of the month. But a lot has happened since the last video. We're kind of echoey. It's just concrete floors in the garage in here. Got the garage finished, painted. Here's all my appliances. I do have them all. I need to bring those in here. I've been working on kind of laundry room, this stuff. We got the powder room going in. That's the black toilet, which, you know, maybe I'll regret. Maybe I'll regret that. Got some of the pantry in, getting the sink tomorrow, and we'll get that in. And a lot of the kitchen laid out. Fridge is gonna go there. Island laid out. Countertops are actually coming in 2 days. So then that'll kind of finish this kitchen area off. Deck railing, started tiling the fireplace. What else? Oh, big one. This is what I worked on yesterday, actually putting all the treads in. I covered them for protection, but I'll show you from downstairs in a bit what those look like. And I don't know, I'll get into more detail. I'm just kind of giving you the quick summary now, I guess. Still need to go out, but tiled this bathroom. Got lots of this stuff in, and then still need to tile all of the master. Whew. But I've been working. I say it, you guys are sick of hearing it. I've been working way too much though, for real. This month was the worst. They actually just painted the exterior. I'll show you that here in a second, but first I'm gonna stop for a little AG1 break that I need. This video is sponsored by AG1. This bag of goodness here, it's a nutritional drink. So AG1's been clutch for me lately because I don't have time to meal prep. I'm not making healthy smoothies every morning like I used to. I just need things fast and easy, and it doesn't get much faster and easier than this. It's made of 75 high quality whole food sourced ingredients. It's got vitamins, minerals, superfoods, probiotics, adaptogens, everything for your gut health, for your energy, all that stuff. I just drink it straight with water. It's just the one good thing that I can fit into my daily routine and just do my body right. So if you'd like to give it a try, just go to athleticgreens.com/LLOD. They throw in some travel packs, some vitamin D3 and K2 supplements with your first order. And yeah, cheers to a healthier life. So let's go outside. They just got done painting, so some of the paint may even be wet still. I'm not sure. And there's a few areas that I still need to do, but they're done for the day. So here we go. We went black and gray. I think it looks pretty sweet, especially with those garage doors. It'll definitely be like a love-hate. Some people will love it. Some people will hate it. One thing's for sure, I know black paint fades faster, so we'll see how it is with maintenance and upkeep and everything. And then kind of a charcoal gray up here. It's looking kind of splotchy though, so may need another coat or something, or maybe it's just wet and drying, but I think it looks pretty sweet offset with the natural wood soffit. But yeah, here it is. Here it is, pretty cool. I forget the colors off the top of my head. I know the black is caviar and that dumpster color is brown rust. And we got the Capote orange over there. But that's it. This is the view from my shipping containers, which still kind of using. I need to empty that one out and quit renting it. We got the million trees back there that I had to cut down for fire mitigation if anyone in the Denver area needs pallets, let me know. But yeah, here we got standard 18 foot by 6 foot door, and then a 9 by 9.5 foot door for taller things. Unfortunately, I didn't really have the foresight to go even bigger. I really should have made the garage inside just a little bit higher, and then I could have fit a 10-foot door, but 9.5 is the biggest I got. And then we actually brought a ton of dirt in over here. I could park actually like 3 wide over here. So I may build some kind of carport type thing. And I still do need to build my 50 by 50 shop slash barn, but that kind of got paused for a little bit. And then the back of the house, we have the architectural smooth hardy panels. Those are the gray ones, and then the board and bat hardy are the black ones. And got some deck railing in. I'll do kind of a whole video later going into the deck more. It's kind of super dirty up there, and I got to paint some stuff, so not quite done, but the deck is looking pretty good. Actually, I'll just hop up because I don't have the stairs in yet. And then here we go. This is entry into the garage, so it's kind of nice. You can go from deck to garage straight out to the deck. This is very dirty, got the slippers on. This is the Dasso XTR infused bamboo class A fire rated decking. Stuff looks nice. It's really dirty right now. Caked with mud right now because the railing guys, this was all muddy over here, and they brought it in up through here and just tracked mud. So we'll pressure wash that off. But we got the railing in. This is actually a local fabricator, a guy that was a YouTube subscriber of mine. I contracted him out to do some metal work, so he did these. I'll talk more on these later, but 1x2 flat bar stock. I think it looks sweet. There is, maybe little kids will climb on that, so I'll just have to kind of keep a close eye on all that stuff. But the deck is looking sweet. Starlink. And then from there, yeah, we can go into the house through the sliders, back into the garage, or I don't have knobs on any of these things yet, but this is into the laundry room. Got all my shelves that I still gotta put in for my kitchen cabinets and whatnot. My box o' DeWalt still going strong. But yeah, in here we got laundry room. So you'll see a lot of IKEA because IKEA is pretty cheap, but also their stuff just works really well. I've had a lot of luck with their products in the past. I actually remodeled portions of my house and went full IKEA closets and love their wardrobes. These are IKEA cabinets. This is like one of the cheapest ones, but looks pretty nice. So IKEA cabinets, basically they all use the same box, the same white box, which I don't know, maybe I'll talk about later. And then you just get different doors. So if you want to do a remodel with an IKEA kitchen, you can just swap your doors and drawer fronts. Here's my nice pools for now, but just works really well. I've had a few friends with IKEA kitchens and they've all loved them so much that this is my first one. So I built, well, with a lot of help from my mom and dad, built 1 billion cabinets and drawers and doors and put them all together. Also, excuse my voice, for the first time in probably many years, I finally have succumbed to some sickness of some sort. So a little sore throat, a little stuffy. That's about it. I'm not really one of those guys that gets sick and they're like, whoa, I just kind of push through, but sorry that my voice is weird. So in the house, we got the front door, and then all the doors, I painted all the interior doors this darker gray color and did the trim like this and actually painted the trim. So it's kind of, I tried this thing where baseboard color matches the walls. I don't know if I like it or not. I might just like the traditional white, but this was kind of a modern thing that I saw, and I don't know. Let me know what you think. So everywhere I went with Windsor One 1x6 or 1x4 for all the baseboard, trim, everything. Is some high quality stuff. I know some of the guys over there. Sweet company, Picked this up at Austin Hardwoods here in Denver locally. So all the baseboards 1x6, S4, SSE. So it's just got the straight up square edge, very minimal. I love it. And then I went with 1x4s here, capped with 1x6s with a little 1-inch overhang above. So that's what you'll see all throughout the house. Very happy with that product. And it's protected, actually is an exterior rated product even, so kind of heavy duty. And there were a couple pieces outside where my Hardy trim just was snapping or breaking or wasn't really holding up. So I ripped some of this down and used it in a couple exterior spots that also got painted. But that's what you'll see all throughout the house. If you're in Denver, Austin Hardwoods sells them. They'll hook you up. So throughout here, more IKEA. This is like one of the cheapest types of IKEA doors and drawers, just the straight up white. So these, ooh, look at all those snacks. Oh, if you're a Costco person, these, oh, I could eat the whole thing. So good. But yeah, we got the pantry in. This is actually just cheap stuff. This is fake butcher block. This is just laminate countertops in here. So we got drawers. I gotta order a door for there. This is gonna be a little sink, a little pantry sink, because I wanted to do a countertop in here because we're kind of messy at home. We're not the cleanest people. So here is where like coffee makers and all the stuff, like blenders and whatever, is just gonna be out because we usually leave them out. And so we'll have a sink here to rinse all that stuff out and everything. So that's gonna be here. So that way all of our countertops out here can basically stay nice and clean, especially we have so much countertop that is just windows over here. So this is gonna be the sink. I had to adjust the exposure. So when you're washing your dishes or your hands or whatever, this is what you're looking at. A nice porta potty and some shipping containers. And actually all that stuff's gonna be gone, but it'll be a nice little field vista out there. And then the stove, but these are more IKEA. These though are kind of a rip-off IKEA product. These ones, like how they looked originally, had bought this one actually. Much darker, kind of reddish. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but they packaged one of the doors wrong. One of the first doors I opened. You get them flat packed. So if you're ever wanting to build an IKEA kitchen, again, affordable kitchens when you go for the cheaper stuff. Once you go for their more expensive doors, basically your door costs as much as the cabinet itself, the cabinet box, and then it becomes not a great value. So what I went with here, I kind of like the integrated handles, so I don't need to put on any handles. But the box itself, I think, is cheaper than this door. Whereas your standard kind of cheaper door, like this white one, or this kind of ash, or whatever they call this one, way cheap. So if you're trying to stay within a cheaper budget, IKEA kitchens are great, but you kind of get into this stuff and it's more expensive. But what we have over here is an island. How we built the island, giant hidden storage in the middle. No, I don't know if I'll do anything, but basically this is a standard 24-inch depth cabinet and a 14-inch depth cabinet. That's the depth of IKEA cabinets. So these are kind of like upper cabinets, I think. But built the frame, so they're all the same height. Actually, all of these are a little bit higher than standard, so I'm gonna have to do a custom toe kick, and that's to bring it up to the windowsill height. So soon, Thursday, we'll have counters. They'll go all the way into the windowsill, little windowsill outlets over here. And nice. So this island have an overhang over here. And this will just be the main area in the house. In our current house, we just hang out there or in the living room or both. So big fan of the open kind of floor concept because this is all we do right here. I don't want any walls separating it. This is our life. Basically never use a dining room. Like at my current house, I don't even have a dining room table. Honestly, we don't really host that much or anything. But we're gonna have a dining room table here because we'll host more at this house, and the dining room table will kind of flow out onto the deck. So the deck out here, probably, I don't know. If you guys are new here, I designed this whole house. I designed the house and the general contractor and the builder and the foreman and everything on the house. So been here every day for the last 8 months, but we had to cut down a lot of trees, unfortunately, back here. Cut down a tree, 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 cut down a tree for fire mitigation. And fire mitigation's not stupid by any means. I don't want my house to burn down, which it can't, because Class A fire rated, sprinkler system inside, every Class A fire rated metal roof. But they make me cut down a bunch of trees that I don't want to cut down. But still got some trees out here, still a beautiful, beautiful view. Covered deck so we can hang out here in the summers and it won't be too hot. Got little fans I gotta put in on the deck as well. And then the big plus is in the winters, I won't have to shovel as much snow because a lot of it will be covered. Some snow will come in still, obviously, with the wind. But I made one little section if we do want to get a little tannage or whatever over here. So this part of the deck has no roof. So yeah, the deck, I love it. I want to do a whole video on the deck. I'm gonna build some custom patio furniture and have a little natural gas fireplace. I don't think I'll do a built-in kitchen. I'll just have the Traeger out here, whatever, maybe a Blackstone. But I did have the foresight to at least have a natural gas hookup there. So I have natural gas, so I'll probably run it to a natural gas fire pit over here and have never-ending fires. Ooh, look how beautiful. Beautiful. So if you can't tell yet, I'm very happy so far with how the house is turning out. I'll do another, some of this will be repetitive probably, because I'll do another when it's done, and then we're going into full-on homestead mode. So fences, animals, crops. Actually, I bought a bunch of fruit trees already. We're gonna try orchard round 2. I tried a little orchard out there before I started building the house, and then I hit a bunch of delays and wasn't out here, and then moles or voles or shrews or whatever the ones that eat roots decimated my entire orchard. They're just little baby 3-foot tall trees. But gonna try again with a new strategy and maybe we'll have an orchard. Gonna tile this, got this kind of metallic looking tile. I think it's pretty sweet. Natural gas fireplace, and we'll have, TV up there, whatnot. So this is cool. This is one of my splurges, was this custom built steel monostringer chunky tread stairs. They're all covered, so it doesn't look that cool right now. So we'll just go rest of the house real quick. Did install a little Ecobee 69 in here today. We're kind of in the cross season where not as much sun is coming directly into the house anymore. But again, yeah, IKEA stuff in the bedrooms. So it's modular, you can build it out however you want. Shoe racks, hanging, shelves, and switch them out. You can put different doors on them. You can change, they're modular, which is kind of the theme. So this is gonna be Isabella's room. So she got 3 big ones. She got big closet space here. The bathroom, which we have, I said earlier in the video, tiled. These were actually nice, cheap tiles, but look pretty cool. Since this room has such a tall ceiling, this bathroom feels pretty grandiose. And then we got the master. Here, the bathtub black. If you didn't realize, I'm a fan of black stuff. Poopy room. I'll show you that toilet later once we install it. Should be pretty sweet. So this is the room that looks furthest from being done. So we're gonna hit that, but there is gonna be heated floors in here. This is a pretty cheap upgrade to have nice heated floors. I've never installed one, so we'll see how that goes. And then the master closet. So these are just extra drawers that got to go somewhere else. But all these drawers are in, so plenty of drawer space, hanging stuff. And then, yeah, same backyard view out here. Coming in, and then you can kind of just flow into the bathroom from here, into the bedroom, go take a dump. Pretty good little flow through here. And some of the stuff I think I've talked about before, where I'm glad everything came together. So like back set this door into the hallway a little bit, so that way when you open the door, it wasn't going into the walkway here. In all of my current houses, the doors just opened in stupid places. So a regular builder would come and half the door would hang over and you kind of like walk into it here. Or in my current house right now, I have a toilet room, but it's like too small, so the door swings outwards. So basically, you either close the door or leave it open, and it's like right in the middle, blocking your walkway. So this door swings inward. So I put a lot of thought into doors, how they're gonna work. Like this door is actually a pretty skinny door because this was kind of an afterthought, but it's an 8-foot tall door, but I think it's only 30 inches wide. So it's kind of a weird door. You like my air sealing until I put handles in, but this will open enough to clear the vent here, but not block too much of this window. And yeah, I don't know, doors. So that stuff, if you're gonna design your own house, make sure you think about that. Like this door, we spaced enough this way to where it can fully open and clear the closet. So when that door is fully open, clears the closet. Because I knew I was putting these closets in, I knew the dimensions of them. So little things like that will help you feel more successful. And then when you have smaller openings, like in this little powder room, this is a pretty small vanity, but not a ton of clearance here. So you gotta make sure, there's actually tons of clearance. I think I sized this to where this could go that way a little bit, but just think about all that stuff. Here's the built-in doggy gate that I still need to finish later and connect all those to one piece. Fridge is going here, microwave. And then I think I talked about it before, but I'm gonna have a pseudo little like office nook here. I write a lot of emails and just work kind of casually on and off through the day, but I still love hanging out with the family or Ashley or whatever. So this is where I'm gonna get a lot of work done. I'm gonna put a little stand-up desk here. I'm working here, look out, nice little view. That's why we kind of ended the deck here and had this little break in the ceiling so we could get more natural light back into here. So this is my little work spot nook area. But when I need to take calls or whatever, I have a real office downstairs. And I talked about it before, I probably talked about it in most videos, but I cheaped out here, I wanted to get a big spanning door, like a 20-foot opening door. They're like $50,000 or more. These are 8-foot by 8-foot, $2,500 each at the time. These are Anderson 100 patio sliders. And I kind of like, it has the same kind of effect. It feels like a wall of glass, essentially, even though it does have this seam in between and it doesn't open all the way. But I kind of like it because you can open it from both sides. So again, you're gonna have dining room table here. So this is kind of your natural walkway around the dining room table, and this would be kind of your natural walkway around the dining room table on this side, and both of them open. So again, you kind of got your natural flow. You want to do some laps. You want to run out there. I don't know. It just makes me feel better about not balling hard enough to spend 50 grand on a door. But let's go downstairs. So there's gonna be some railing here. This is the thing that Every video I made, people commented and yelled at me because I didn't have railing. Ocean never visited, so we're good. But we're gonna have railing soon, probably in a week. And we're not using a ladder anymore. At least we have actual stairs. So the stairs go down to a landing here and then turn, you know, naturally. And this is another thing I had to put some thought into. Did I want the stairs to come down on this side and go there, come this side and go there? I chose this way for a couple of reasons. More light is able to hit this wall and bounce into the basement like this. If the stairs were coming down here, that kind of cuts into all of this space. So this way allows more light to get down into the basement. And then also when you're coming down into the basement here, you're kind of coming down into the openness, and then this doesn't feel as closed in, right? Because it's up above. So it chose to have the stair come down that way. And then so this again, just feels a little more open. You see all of the natural light that is bouncing off of that wall. And it's sunset, like the sun is, I don't know if you can tell. It's not set, but I think it's over the mountain over there. So even then, when the sun's not even over there, bouncing, the sun's like over there, it's still letting in all this natural light into the basement. So that's nice. So what we have down here is a custom built mono stringer. This is a 6x6 steel on a little riser. This is kind of dark down here because it is the end of the day. On a little riser, and then this is a 3 3/4 chunky, I forget how deep, like a foot by 41 or 42, I believe. So I mounted these in. It's kind of a pain getting all these things sorted and dialed in and lined up perfectly. A lot of laser work and whatnot getting those in. But this is another thing where you can spend a lot more money than I did. So this is, you see, it's like a super chunky butcher block. This is one of the cheapest options, but it's still a hardwood. So this is red oak. White oak is like twice as much, and a lot of the fancier woods are twice, 3 times, 4 times as expensive. There's cheaper wood, but cheaper softwood. So you want a hardwood, red oak probably is gonna be your best bet. So I'll probably stain this, but red oak, you know, doesn't look that bad. So they're protected right now because they're unfinished. Also cheaper to get them unfinished and then finish them yourself. But this is red oak. I did go for the hand scraped, I don't know if you can tell, but hand scraped top option. And those will get stained and sealed eventually, but man, this staircase just, it looks cool. I had hoped, well, I kind of knew because this was one of the higher ticket items, that it would be kind of one of my favorite features of the house, maybe. I'm not sure, but obviously there will be some railing and whatnot here, but kind of I can almost like fit under here. So it'll be like a good area for the kids to have little forts or something. We could hang little swings from that or whatever. It's just, I don't know, cool feature. Also kind of helps with the openness of the house. Someone's upstairs, I'm down here and be like, hey, Ashley, the meatloaf. Back in here, started hooking up some of the water. I got the biggest pressure tank I could get. So I'm on a well, and wells use pressure tanks. Basically, there's a little switch down here, sends a signal when it gets to a certain pressure. That turns the well pump on. The well pumps and fills this tank up and pressurizes it. The bigger the pressure tank, the more kind of consistent your water pressure will be. There's different ways to do this. You can do it. Probably I should have. It's a little more complex system, but some people have like 500-gallon tanks and a separate pump, so that like a lower voltage pump to fill a tank, and then the tank has another pump that pumps water into the house. That's probably a better system, honestly, but I went kind of a more traditional system with a big heavy-duty well pump and a huge pressure tank. I believe this is a 86-gallon pressure tank. Added some other stuff like water, so I can see the incoming water temperature And yeah, one of these fittings was actually wrong. So I got this little guy catching some of the water down into the drain, and I actually just pulled off this filter. But let me talk to you about this real quick. So this is from Nuvo H2O. It's a water softener. I don't have any experience with it. We'll see how it works. I'll kind of report back, but hard water does a lot of damage on your fixtures, on your appliances. It doesn't clean stuff as good. It's really damaging on your hair. I don't care about that, but Ashley does. Ashley hates that we have such hard water at our house. So I was looking at water softening systems, and we got good lighting in here. So a traditional, I'll just talk about it. Traditional water softener system is probably better, but it's big and it wastes a lot of water, and it flushes a lot of water. I'm on a septic here, and it flushes a lot of water because it basically has to purge every couple of days to get all of the, I don't know, I'm not using the right terminology here, but all the ionized water or whatever, and it needs to purge that out of the system. And it's like 40, 50 gallons or so of water. So you're using a lot of energy to pump all of this extra water through your system, and then you're shoving a lot of water down into your septic system, which is bad. It makes the septic system have to work harder. So traditional water system is not, or a water softener system is not ideal on well and septic. And I hear the electric ones do nothing, but I've heard good things about this setup. So we're gonna give it a try. It's a 3-stage, I don't know why I'm going sideways here because you guys aren't watching this on a phone or anything, but 3-stage setup. Actually, I've been running lots of water through it, so my sediment filter is really dirty already because I've been using lots of water for, well, I have definitely not been watering my grass seed out there, my native grass seed that I put in. But we have a sediment, and then we have a charcoal filter that's for taste and whatnot, and then this is the water softener filter, which I actually took out because that's the most expensive filter. So I have no filter in here right now because we're not actually even using it for the house. I'm just using it for hoses. So took that out. I probably will put a bypass in here to bypass the whole filter system when I need to fill up a hot tub or something like that. But for now, I'm just like, all right, I'll leave the cheaper filters in and I'll take out the more expensive filter, and I just have it right there, since really all we're doing is using hoses. So then above that is my electric inline hot water heater. This is an 18 kilowatt system. I haven't wired it up yet, but I believe those are gonna be two 40 amperes, but easy enough to change that out because my panel is right here. Yeah, that mess that we're gonna get figured out here. I actually spent a couple hours today making a wiring diagram because I have two panels, 400 amp service. So there's your two 200 amp panels here. So I want to balance those out and kind of be able to run one or the other off a generator or whole house backup or whatever. So I'm still planning what to put in what to kind of balance that load and make it a little more future proof. But that's going to happen this week into next week. I have another hot water heater down there. So this 18 kilowatt really is running the kitchen, the washing machine, and some of these sinks over here. Most of the bathrooms are run by a big one over there. And then over here, we have the whole fire sprinkler system with 300 gallons. It's gonna pump and leak water into my house probably. So that's what we got going on here. And we got the big open great room. So you guys know that outdoors and survival and camping will always be my true love, but I recently got a Nissan GTR. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw it, and it's expensive to drive and race. So I've had friends that have told me that sim racing is sweet, and I really need to check it out. So I may have set up like a sim racing setup. Actually, I don't know, that's kind of stupid. Over here is gonna be projector, the little home theater type deal. What's stupid is the sim racing, I'm just gonna use VR, so it's not, you just set it up in some dark corner or something and you'd be fine. So let's see, I haven't hooked up a light in here, but we got this. We still need to hard pipe into the furnace. This is the big natural gas hot water heater that's gonna run basically all of the bathrooms off of this baby. So that is hooked up here. And then here's where all my Cat 6 E is coming in. So this is where I'm gonna kind of have all the smarts for my house and my security cameras and everything. And then we got the downstairs, one of the downstairs bathrooms here, which we also tiled using these guys. Never used them before because I haven't tiled in a while, kind of since they become popular, I think. But these little wedges go in here to keep the tiles flush. So they're spacers and flushers, and then a little Schluter slip on the side, and then got to do the little niche still. But yeah, got this tile going on in here. Don't have lights wired up. Don't have most of the outlets wired up either. And then we got the 2 bedrooms here. These are actually pretty big bedrooms down in the basement. So this will probably, Isabella, eventually when she gets old enough to really hate us, will want to move down into the basement. So one of these will be her room, one of these will be a guest room, and maybe we'll have other kids, and then this will be my little office. Actually pretty big office. This is like a 16 by 17 foot room, so decent sized room. Probably film YouTube down in here as well. And that's the basement. But yeah, pretty cool to see all of the stuff that I was hoping would happen kind of work out. So at the end of this hallway, we have that window's not that big, right? The window at the end of the hallway is not huge because this is dirt on the side. So this is actually a concrete foundation wall that goes all the way up to here. You can actually see. So this window is high and not very big because right out here is dirt. So this is a foundation wall. So that's kind of as big as we could have there. But that window lets in a ton of light into this hallway, and then these let in a lot of light into the hallway. So like, even though it's a basement with 0 windows on the north side of the house, it feels relatively bright down here, even at, it is 7 p.m. I gotta get going. Ashley hates when I work late. She's got baby duty all by herself. But yeah, this staircase, sweet. I'll show you more once it's uncovered and we got railings in and everything. And then the other reason for the open staircase here is because eventually I'm gonna put a big wood burning stove in here. And so that will allow the hot air to go up onto the main floor very easily. I also strategically put some of my own little venting and ductwork and inline fans to bring air and circulate it kind of around the house. So that's that. I do have PEX, thousands of feet of PEX tubing for hydronic radiant heated floors. And this is cheap luxury vinyl flooring. This is a concrete slab. I was thinking about just staining the concrete, but decided just to luxury vinyl plank the whole floor. And then this floor on the main level, it's so dirty. You can't even really see it, but boxes covering around to protect it. This is laminate. This is like Pergo Outlast, but really nice. I think you can kind of tell, even though it's like covered by an inch of dust. Really nice looking stuff. And waterproof, basically impervious to scratches. I got dogs, kids, all that kind of stuff. So while I do really like hardwood floors, we have them, actually I've had hardwood floors in my last 2 houses. They just get toe up. And I know you can refinish them and restain them. There's a lot of benefits, but I'm gonna try this and see how it works out. Oh man. Well, I think that's it. I'm out of it as usual, as you can probably tell. But we are in the home stretch. I'm about to have my life back. I'm about to go on adventures. I'm about to have energy. I'm about to give my wife the love and attention that she deserves instead of just dumping it all into this house. I'm surprised our marriage survived newborn baby and crazy house construction while I'm still trying to do all the other stuff that I normally do that keeps me already very busy. So this is, Ashley doesn't watch most of my videos. She might not watch this one either, but appreciation, a wife appreciation post, because she holds it down at home while I'm working all day, and then I get home and I try to spend a little time with them, but I got a full-time job of work waiting for me back at home too, 2 full-time jobs of work. So I am so looking forward to being done this house, but the light is at the end. We're near the end of the tunnel where I see the light. I see the light at the end of the tunnel is what I'm trying to say. But the work won't stop there, because then we still got to build the barn, and then we got to build out the homestead, which I'm maybe more excited for that than the house. Like, the house is a great house. I love this house so far. I hope we live in here for many, many years. But the house is the foundation of the homestead. So excited for part 2 of the homestead build when we're done with the house. So thanks for following along with the journey. The next video I do on the house, probably it'll be done, and it'll be like a final house. And maybe I'll have a few more videos of when it's done and I'm kind of doing this or that, the last 5%. But if you have comments or questions or comments, as always, leave them down below. I've had a lot of people asking for a video of the GTR on Instagram. The GTR I'll do a video on it. I'm not turning into a Tokyo Drift type dude or anything, so the channel's not going that direction, but it was my dream car, and I bought it. So I'm very excited about it. So if you have any questions on that, let me know down below as well. And yeah, until next time, guys, take care.